Hello, friends. I'm sorry I can't be with you at the National Federation of Republican Women, but I'm certainly with you in spirit. And you know, a lot of people have asked me, why would you get into such a horrible thing as politics after a wonderful career in medicine? Well, I'll tell you why. I spent my entire career trying to create a wonderful atmosphere for children, for the next generation, and give them quality of life. And as I look down the pike and I look at the direction of our country, it's become very apparent that we're moving in the wrong direction. Every election cycle, we have a lot of people, Democrats and Republicans, who promise all kinds of wonderful things, but we seem to keep inexorably going down the same pathway. And I'm not sure that we can continue much further down that pathway and ever be able to recover. So, by God's grace, I want to get in and do everything possible to wake people up, to wake up everybody in our society, to help us to recognize that we are not the divided states, but rather the United States of America. And we have to stop letting the purveyors of hate and division have their way amongst us, and to convince us that there is a war on women, and that there are race wars, and that there are income wars, and there are religious wars, and there are age wars. There's just a war on everything according to them, when in fact our strength is in our unity. One of the reasons that this nation was able to rise from nowhere to the pinnacle of the world is because we had so many people from so many backgrounds with so much talent. We must learn how to use that. Does it mean that there's never been any problems? Of course it doesn't mean that. But you know, some people take that and they try to run America into the ground and talk about how evil we are and all the bad things we've done. But have you noticed there's nobody trying to escape from here? There are all kinds of people trying to get in here. So that must tell you something that we must remember. We also must remember that we have an obligation to those behind us, the next generation. And we cannot continue to destabilize the financial foundation of this country by borrowing and spending and driving up the national debt to unreasonable levels. That will, in fact, destroy the future for those coming behind us. And we must also remember that we have to take an active role on the world stage against those who want to destroy us. ISIS, radical Islamists. If we don't do that, we will not survive. I have been so fortunate in my life to have wonderful women surrounding me, and I thank you all for what you've done. My mother, I could have never gotten through without her. I have the most wonderful wife anybody could imagine. I had PAs, female PAs, who helped build my practice and keep it going, administrative assistants. And don't ever let anybody tell you that the role of women isn't the most important role in my life, and certainly in many others. Thank you for what you're doing, and keep up the wonderful work.